I've had a lot of support lately, and I certainly appreciate that. I've had a few folks ask to know a little bit more about me and my bio, and maybe a little bit about my Plexus watch, so I want to address that in this video. But basically, just I was born with what's called tibial aplasia ectrodactyly syndrome, which it sounds like a mouthful. It's also known as split hand, split foot malformation with long bone deficiency. Big mouthful. Really, all that means is I was born without my shin bones, and I had my amputation. I was 15 months old, and I wore prosthetics from the time I was 2 till I was about 17, 18. Where that really changed was when I was 13. Started having a hip problem, and I was diagnosed as avascular necrosis. But really, other than that, I had a really typical childhood. Did everything that a lot of young boys do: swam, played basketball, rode four-wheelers, fishing. I mean, you name it, I did it. Little league baseball, I mean, you name it. But anyhow, like I said, when I was 13, I was diagnosed. I started having hip problems, and at 15, I was diagnosed with avascular necrosis, which basically is a degenerative bone disease. Mine affected me in the hip, and basically the bone would die and regrow and die and regrow and just do that in stages. And so that's how I got introduced to the sport of powerlifting. I was a Shriners Hospital patient, and Shriners recommended that I do some kind of activity. I was always a big kid, some kind of activity to keep me in shape and keep my weight down. And so I was introduced to a basic weight training class and in school, and fell in love with it. And I was in 8th grade, and a couple of years later started competing, and just had a lot of fun with it. My 10th grade year, I went to a competition, and I lost. I got beat, and it was a home meet, and I got beat by a rival. And so I always tell people it was the trifecta of terrible. I lost at home, and I lost to our rival. But really, instead of that bringing me down, it just motivated me. I had to work harder. And so the next year I went to the same meet, the regional meet, and won that meet. And so I got invited to go to state championships by our coaches. I went and won South Carolina High School State Championship. And I was also playing wheelchair basketball at the time. And shortly thereafter, my wheelchair basketball coach invited me to a meet down in Myrtle Beach, South Carolina, and it was the regional championships to qualify for national championships. And I went, and my first lift, didn't know what qualifying standards were, or national records, or anything like that. My first lift qualified for national championships. My second lift broke a national record. My third lift broke a national record again. And at that point, they told me to have a 4th attempt. Didn't know a whole lot about lifting at that point. I was still really new to the sport. But I knew I only got 3 lifts, and so I couldn't figure out what was going on. My coach had been sitting in the stands reading the rule books and records and everything, and he told me, he said, "Don't argue it, just take the lift, see what happens." I said, "Okay." So I took the 4th lift, and I got it. And afterwards, they explained to me that I had qualified for nationals, broken a national record, broke my own national record, and then with the 4th attempt, broke that record again. And that was the reason I got the 4th attempt, was because I'd broken the record. It was a chance to further that record. So in about 10 minutes, I broke the national record 3 times. My life took off at that point. I went to national championships that summer, got home from national championships. About 3 weeks later, was invited to my first international meet over in England. At that point, I was 17 years old. Went to England and took 3rd place at developmental World Wheelchair Games in 1998 in Hillsbury, England. And from that point, I decided I should probably take this thing a little more seriously and really start training hard. And all things in the end have come together with 10 national championships, 9 national records. 2002, finished 10th in the world in Kuala Lumpur for World Championships. 2003, won the Pan American Games. It was hosted in Oklahoma, McAlester, Oklahoma, to be more specific. And then in 2004, I took 9th place in the world at the 2004 Paralympic Games in Athens, Greece. All that on the bench press. Personal best on the bench press is 445 pounds. I did all that at 208 body weight. Now, when we come to my Plexus why, where all this meets up with Plexus is that throughout my lifting career, always was blessed. God has blessed me and brought me through all kinds of opportunities that I would have never had otherwise. But through all that, God blessed me with the genetics that I could put on mass, strength, size pretty easily. My body responded very well to training. But the thing that I always struggled with in regard to lifting was to keep my body weight where I wanted it. It was always hard to add size and keep it lean. As I got older, got married, a wonderful wife, Renee. She's an ambassador as well. And when we got married, got a full-time job, didn't have the time to train and work out the way I used to. And so I stayed big and strong, but I started getting more and more out of shape, started to get some of that belly fat. As you know, as you get older and older, it's harder to get rid of. We also have 4 kids, and so just didn't have the time to dedicate to staying in shape the way that I wanted to. Also with that, I have a really bad family history of heart disease, high blood pressure, and been diagnosed with high blood pressure. So I was interested in Plexus for the health aspect as well, not just about weight loss, because most of you know that Plexus is not really about weight loss. That just happens to be a really cool side effect. So got started with Plexus with that. My wife got started as an ambassador before I did. We had an agreement that she would get started, and when she reached the point that she could cover her products, then I would come on board. That way we didn't have any more of an initial investment. And within 7 weeks, she was making enough to cover her products and my products. So at that point, I came on board. Things that have happened to me since I started Plexus. A couple of huge things. One, I stopped drinking soda. Before Plexus, I used to drink a 2-liter Mountain Dew every day. Now I don't drink soda at all. Haven't had a soda in over 6 weeks. I drink tons and tons of water. Another great thing for me is that I'm pain-free. For the first time in 21 years, I'm pain-free. As I started Fast Relief, ordered it, got it 2 days after I became an ambassador. 2 days after that, I became pain-free and haven't had hip pain since. Again, started it 2 days later, was pain-free after 21 years hurt from bone pain. Excuse me. On top of that, thus far, I've lost about 11 pounds, but the best is yet to come. So just want to give you guys a little bio, a little background on me, and then also my Plexus why. So certainly appreciate you watching. This is Big Plexi coming to you from the Plexus Powerhouse. Thank you so much.